Hi, Amon. Look at your paintings. You did such a beautiful job on these wonderful paintings. Remember this one? There's a happy face. And, oh, there's a sad face. And there's a surprised face. Yeah. And there's your room. Now, let's read a book. I was thinking about the book we were reading the other day, Where the Wild Things Are, and how much fun we had. So I was thinking I would read it to you again. Again. All right. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. And I'm going to do it in the accent that you liked. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Ooh, there's Max making mischief of one kind. And another. And there he is chasing the dog with a fork. Aye. His mother called Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." And so he was sent to bed without eating anything. There's Max in his room all by himself. And he doesn't have any dinner. Poor Max. Look how angry Max looks. Poor Max. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at the trees. They're growing so tall. And Max, what does he look like? He doesn't look that interested. But yet, they grew and grew. A little bit of mischief coming on now. As the trees grew and grew in Max's room until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Look at the trees and look at the moon and look at Max. He's got his claws out. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day in his boat with yellow sails and a red hull, and Max in his Wild Things suit. And in and out of weeks and almost a year to where the wild things are. There's a wild thing, and there's Max in his boat. Well, when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, arrr, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Look, they gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and roared their terrible roars. Yes, that's right. What did Max do? Max said, "Be still," and he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. Ooh. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. Max. Oh, Max. Max. They called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him their king, the king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Let the wild rumpus begin, said Max. It looks like they're going to have a dance. Ow! Wild things calling to the moon. Oh! Oh, Max. He's a good howler. And they hung from trees, too. Look. My. They hung from the treetops. How fun that must have been for the wild things and Max. Oh-wee-oh, 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 as they took their king on their shoulders. Now stop, said Max, and he sent the wild things off to bed, without their supper, of course. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far across the world, he smelled good things to eat. There's Max, being a little lonely. But there from across the world, he smelled good things to eat. And so he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. Please don't go, our King Max. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. And the wild things roared their terrible roars. Rrrr, and they gnashed their terrible teeth. And they rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. Grr, grr, grr. But Max stepped into his private boat, and he waved goodbye. And he sailed back over a year, in and out of the weeks. He sailed and he sailed and he sailed. And through an entire day, and into the night of his very own room. Look, Max is back in his own room. And he found his supper was waiting for him. Ah, what a wonderful story about Max and the wild things. And that's the end. Well, I had fun reading that with you the other day when you were at my house, and I really thought that you liked that accent. It was awfully funny, wasn't it? So, this is a book for you, and soon we'll read another book together. And I sure do love you. You're so special to me, Amon. Mwah. Bye, Chino. I love you. See you soon.